Good morning. Um, well, whoever is watching this, if you are watching, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. But currently it is 6 a.m. Where I am. So good morning. So a few things have happened. I got off my medication. I was doing okay. I had gotten a part-time job. And it was cool. This was like in July. But I started getting these feelings again, kind of like right before bed when I knew that I was going into work the next morning, where I just didn't want to go. And this is a very familiar feeling to me of just not wanting to go to work. I don't know how else to describe it. That's just like the simplest way I can describe it. Where I get this just this feeling at night where I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to do this tomorrow. I don't want to have to wake up and just essentially be a responsible adult and go to work. It's so bizarre. So in my mind, it's like, okay, well, I don't want to work. I guess that's just my conclusion. I just don't want to go to work. I start to think of reasons why that might be. Why don't I want to go to work? Why don't I want to make money? Like, I don't understand. This place that I was going to was great. The owner took me in, didn't even have space for me, but was like, you know what? You've been bugging me about this enough where I'll make some room for you. So, he was doing me a favor, essentially. So, I was there for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, and I think why I was dreading it so much partly was the drive. The drive was maybe 30 minutes, which is nothing really if you think about it. So I ended up just making up some bullshit excuse as to why I couldn't come in anymore, and just left him hanging. I just literally left him hanging, and I was like, I'm out. I don't want to do this. So I was out of work for a day, because while I was there, nobody cares about this, by the way. This video is just for me. If you're sticking around with me, cool. I appreciate you listening to my story, but otherwise, I think these are just for me to vent, because I'm not talking to anybody about this. But I left that job, and I ended up taking up a job that was even way further than that first one. It was 40 minutes and 40 miles away. The first one was 30 minutes, but it was 15 miles just because mountains and, just the way to get there was just really stupid. But yeah, so I ended up taking up another job, and this one I was really, really stoked about because it was Monday through Friday. It was $25 an hour, which for me is that's the highest that I've ever gotten paid. 17 at my old coffee shop job? Come on, that was nothing compared to this. So I was really excited. And yeah, same deal. I was there for 2 weeks, maybe going on 3. This time it wasn't, well, I guess it was kind of my fault, because I had 2 days in those 2 weeks in the beginning you're trying to make a good impression that you're a reliable employee, that you can come into work and do your job. And I just had a day, and I was just like, you know what? As much as I'm excited that I'm getting paid this much and I'm making so much money in like a span of a week, I just couldn't get that like feeling of just like, oh God, I don't want to drive. I don't want to fucking go to work and wake up early while everybody else is sleeping. And why do I have to do this? Why do I have to, like, why is this my life? Why do I have to go into work and do this? Why can't I just stay home? You know? And that's just very unrealistic for me to think that way. So I had missed 2 days because I had that feeling twice, and like I said, in the span of 2 weeks. And the owner / chef obviously didn't like that. He was like, hey man, it's been 2 weeks and you've already missed 2 days. Like, this is not looking good for you. Is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, everything's fine. I was like, I just made some bullshit excuse again. I was like, oh, I was having issues with my car, or I slept in past my alarm, so I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. And we had that talk on a Friday, so then I didn't see him for the weekend. And I looked at my emails, and I think what hurt the most is that he couldn't do it in person after talking, after we just spoke. But he let me go over like text or email. Well, that's kind of both. And was like, hey, you know what? We're just going to move in another direction. Sorry, it just didn't work out. It's nothing personal. And that shit hit me so hard, because even though I knew that this was my fault, right? Because I missed those 2 days and I shouldn't have done that. There was literally no reason. There was no reason why that happened. There was no reason why I missed those 2 days. I just didn't feel like it. And that's not a valid excuse. People don't feel like doing shit all the time and are forcing themselves to do things because they want to make a living or just want to be a responsible person. And it's frustrating for me that I can't do that. It's like I don't want to do that. Anyway, that job didn't work out. I was so heartbroken because I was like, this is like, I felt the brunt of it for sure. Because I don't think I've ever been let go from a job. And I really felt the consequences of my actions. If I would have pushed through those 2 days that I didn't go, who knows? I still probably would have been there, making good money, being happy with my checks, being like, okay, this exemplifies the work that I'm putting into this job. I was already like setting up shit. I was like, man, I'm gonna be making mad money. I can move out of Riverside. And like, I was just so excited to start planning things around this, and it just got taken away from me. Like, I felt like I got sideswiped by a car, because I was just like, I just wasn't expecting that, especially since we had just spoken. But shows you what a bitch that guy is. Still kind of salty about it. But yeah, for about a week, I was back home, not doing shit, feeling really sorry for myself, and I managed to land another job, thankfully. And I was starting to stress out because I was getting calls from Kia, my car, and I knew that, fuck, alright, I think my car might get taken away from me again, because I was starting to get those calls like on a daily basis. So so I ended up getting another job, also pretty far away, but less farther than the second job. They're all far away. Point of the story, they're all far away. And today was supposed to be my first day. I got here a little late. And I just decided I drove all the way out here instead of like taking those steps, just those few steps out of my car to just fucking walk up to the door and start my day. I'm here doing this. Why? I couldn't tell you. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm this way. It's very tiring and frustrating for me to deal with this. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know why I do this. I could just turn this video off, turn my car off, and just head. It's right there. I don't want to. And it's not the job. You know, we went through the interview process. I like the place. It's brand new, which is nice. You know, you don't see that often. They're looking for something where it's similar to my old job, where I get to kind of come in and just fucking play around and just do whatever, you know? Like, and the pay is not as good as, you know, $25, but it's $21. So I don't know why I do this to myself. I think this might be a sign that I should probably jump back on some sort of treatment or medication or something, because I don't know, man. It's like I can't even deal with myself, you know? This hair is just not. It's just whatever. It's like I get to those points where I know that what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm just so like exhausted with myself that I don't even have the energy to fight it. You know, I just fucking let it be. I'm just like, whatever. Okay, all right. If something in my body is telling me not to go in today or not to do this today, now that I think about it, it could just be anxiety. Honestly, I don't know. It's just like this fear of getting out of my car. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to. And like I said, I don't even want to fight it. I'm just okay. All right. We're not going. That's no money for me today. It could be potentially, I don't have a job anymore. You know what I mean? And people have been so patient and forgiving with me, with a lot of these jobs while I deal with this stuff. And it's like, I don't even know how to explain what the fuck is happening with me. And even if I did, I feel like it just would sound like some fucking convoluted bullshit that they'll just be like, really? Okay. You know what I mean? So I think it might be time to jump on and try something else medicine-wise. I just don't even know where to start or what to do, but this video is long already and I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just gonna have to go home and just lie my way out of this one and just say like, oh, we finished early, so I'm here, when I'm not even sure if I'll be able to come back here and try this again another day. You know what I mean? So it's frustrating and so tiring being me. Yeah. That's really all I have to say.